Good morning, Dr. Sankaran. It's a pleasure to be here with you, to be associated with one of the leading homeopaths in India and who commands so much respect in the society, the medical society. It's my pleasure to be here and
My pleasure too.
thank you for your time and your benevolence in sharing your doctors this morning with me. The idea of Guidepost of Strength to come into India is to look at alternative medicines for cancer patients and the general public. We want to share our knowledge that we have, our expertise that we have at the Regional Cancer Hospital in North Carolina, especially with GPS, and then use this platform to take it to the rest of the world. And we found that alternative medicine plays a very important role, and that's how we found you. We could say we found a gem, and we want you to let us know how we can join hands in taking homeopathy and the other song to the rest of the world.
Basically, I think that cancer, along with any other pathology, may it be arthritis, may it be multiple sclerosis, whatever it is, has a individual factor. Apart from the local problem that is there, maybe a colon cancer, lung cancer, whatever there is. But behind that, there is a person, a human being, who has the tendency to the development of that particular cancer. That tendency is modulated by his nervous system, his immune system, his hormonal system, and especially his state of mind. There have been some remarkable results that we read in literature about how there have been almost accidental cures of cancer through maybe faith healing, maybe meditation, maybe focused meditation, maybe other methods. Now these may be anecdotal evidence, but they do point out to a very strong centralized control system that can affect or influence the outcome of any disease or cancer. The very famous experiment which is quoted in many books was of Krabbezoen, where there was a patient in US with lymphosarcoma, and there was a drug at that time being tried out called Krabbezoen, and the patient insisted that he should get it. And when the doctor gave it to him, this almost completely desperate case of lymphosarcoma, he recovered within a week and he was discharged. And then he read in the newspaper that Krabbezoen is of doubtful value in lymphosarcoma. He got the entire disease back within 3 days. The doctor, in his wisdom, told the patient that he is giving him an improved version of Krabbezoen. He injected distilled water. With the same effect, all the tumors disappeared. This is a recorded, documented case mentioned in several books. You can read it. I mean, it may be just an anecdote, but it has something very important to say, that the central controlling mechanisms and the mind and the immune system, which are all working in tandem, have a very, very powerful role both in the production and in the healing of any disease and also cancer. How can we harness this vital energy that we have, this state that we have? For this, holistic medicine and homeopathy have a definite answer, which means we believe that the person, each individual, has a very specific way of perceiving and reacting to reality. And that is what exactly is the stress factor for him. Not what is outside, but how does he see, how does he react. If we study each individual's state of mind and state of the whole body, we are able to get clues as to which remedy in homeopathy matches him exactly. And such a remedy can produce healing at a very deep level, which means it can modulate the mind, the stress factors, the immune system, the hormonal system in order to produce healing effect, which is both healing at a central holistic level, but also we have many documented cases of cancer where such a remedy produced a local healing effect also, and many cancers regressed. Of course, you see, cancer is not an easy condition to treat, and it requires a multidisciplinary approach.
Yeah.
So, we are not here debating whether one method or the other
right or
is
wrong.
better, but we are saying that there is advantage in looking at different modalities of treatment and then deciding which one suits the patient better, or whether 2 or 3 modalities can go hand in
Works
hand.
well.
Sometimes, you give radiation, you give chemo also. So why not also consider a holistic approach, a homeopathic approach? And a holistic approach and homeopathic approach doesn't only mean giving homeopathic medicine, it is a whole way of looking,
Approach.
which includes meditation, which includes music, which includes the suitable diet, which includes counseling, which includes an attitude of the mind, which includes exercises that create awareness within the person of how his own pattern of thinking and feeling are, and in that way that awareness itself can be therapeutic in nature. So these are the things that we can work with. And in India, of course, we have this very strong idea that it's not necessary that if I am right, you are wrong, or that if you are right, I am wrong. We both can be right. Every discipline can have its potentialities and its limitations, and we can work together in the interest of the patient. And definitely, as homeopaths, we are scientific and we are very open to any kind of analysis, study, research, statistics, which does not put the patient at a risk. Definitely, we can, for example, look at 50 patients treated purely on modern medical model and 50 patients on the same model with homeopathy included. See after 2 years, 3 years, what is the difference? Is there a statistically significant difference between the two groups? We are very open to this also. And we are getting very encouraging results in cancer cases. Definitely, it's not we can treat or cure everyone, but there have been very satisfying results in terms of sometimes regressing the growth, sometimes providing relief, and definitely in all cases providing an overall sense of well-being and a generally better state of health. This is almost for sure.
Our visions being very similar, I think we want to create a new way of life, we can call it. Especially if we come together. I think that would be the benefit for anybody going into the Cancer GPS website or into Dr. Sankaran's the other song website. I think we holding hands, and like you rightly said, the end goal is to give the patient a healthier life, to give the society a very well researched, authenticated kind of treatment to the public.
Right.
And I think we can achieve that by holding hands.
That's for sure.
Thank you so much.
Okay.